What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. So we have someone a little bit famous from the stream here. So what's your name? What are you playing, and how did you do?
My name is Yishan McNabb. I'm playing, or I played a Gren Maju Da Eiza deck for like an OTK. I call it like 400 combo. I went 4-3-1. Almost got to day 2, but lost in the last round. And it was a great day. I had a lot of fun playing the deck. And yeah.
So what inspired you to go with this concoction?
Well, you know, I just saw this card, and I saw Pot of Desires, and I was like, well, this is pretty interesting. And then I found Eater of Millions, which I'll explain later, and I was like, oh, this could be spicy. And I played it a little bit. I OTK'd people for like 12,000 with 12,000 attack.
And on stream.
And on stream, yeah. So I mean, and I was like, oh, then I fell in love. You know, I fell in love with the deck. So that's
cool.
That's why I brought it here today.
Well, go ahead and explain it.
All right, so we got the best 9 cards in the deck. You got to run 3 of this guy, Gren Maju Da Eiza. By far the best card in the deck. I mean, it's the only card that I kill people with, really. It gains 400 attack for each banished monster. So you kind of have to run 3 because you try to summon him with like 10,000, 12,000 attack, and just attack your opponent for game.
And no one's playing like battle traps,
right?
or
No
anything,
one's
so it's gonna get
traps.
through.
Right. I'll try to explain my matchups a little bit later. But let's go with the cards that support it the best. We got Eater of Millions. Now, most people have seen this card before, but I use it in my deck a different way, right? So most people summon it by banishing 5 cards from their extra deck, which, by the way, adds to this guy's total for attack. But what I usually do is I usually just banish my entire extra deck because it's 5 or more. You can also banish cards from your field and or hand to, like increase Gren Maju's attack. And he also just gets rid of problem monsters, lets you attack directly. And, he just banishes a ton of cards and gives, Gren Maju a ton of attack. And then, of course, we have a better Pot of Greed here for the deck. Usually the Banish 10 is a drawback for most decks, but since it gives 4,000 attack to your Gren Maju, then, you're doing well. So these are by far the best 9 cards in the deck. And the rest of the deck is sort of like either trying to accomplish certain goals, like, for example, Pot of Duality. You have to draw, this, or not this, sorry. You have to draw your Gren Maju to win. So you really need to find it, and some Pot of Duality does that very well. And then we got a Necroface engine. That's 2 Necroface, because it's semi-limited. 3 Gold Sark, so you can banish the Necroface.
I was gonna say, you'd probably play 3 if you could.
Yeah, I'd probably play 3 if I could. And 3 Allure to banish, Necroface once Gold Sark adds it to your hand. And so, sorry, I should probably explain Necroface. When it's banished, both players banish the top 5 cards of their deck. Once in a while you can get lucky and like really hurt your opponent. Like in the Spiral matchup, if you get really lucky, you can banish a Quick Fix or a Master Plan.
Just any of the one-ofs.
Yeah, any of the one-ofs, and you're doing really well. Also, what's also important is that in decks that run few traps, like let's say Magician, right? If they have like maybe you banish some of their Time Pendulum Graphs, that maybe you don't have to deal with as many, and so it's important to look at which you banished from your opponent's deck, and if this banishes a Gren Maju, since it's banished face up, I run also 3 D.D.R.
That makes sense.
Right, yeah, because I'm just trying to max out on summoning this guy, right?
Yeah, because you need to get your win condition.
I need to summon him, or else I'm going to lose. So I run this too. Also, it's actually good to have a special summon in the deck. So against like decks like True Draco and ABC, they usually have a Buster or it's called Masterpiece, and they're going to pop one of your Majus. But if you manage to summon 2 in the same turn, then they can pop 1, but then they're just going to take like a ridiculous amount of damage from the other one. So it's very important to have 3 of this. It could go down to 2 because this is really the only card that banishes face up, but I liked it at 3. And then I also played like a little stall hand trap lineup. I ran 3 Swift Scarecrow and 3 Battle Fader. I maxed out on the stall because, like I said, it's a combo deck. You're trying to get to your pieces, and there's just not enough good draw cards in this game. So I just had these. These are like pseudo draw cards, right? Because you're just living another turn, so you get another draw. And they really helped out a lot. This is also an allure target, and it banishes itself too, so boosting the attack points even more. And then I also played a 1 Day of Peace. This is one of those also like insanely broken. It's literally Pot of Greed because you get another turn to do stuff. And so, and you don't really care about how many cards your opponent has because, like I said, like most people when they die by battle, you know, they're like, oh shoot, I lost a monster, like I lost some advantage. But in this game, it's all about life points, and that's mostly the important thing. That's for the stall. I have a little mini Foolish engine. So I had 2 targets, Snow and Turtle. Turtle's stall again. Snow is sort of important. I used it to deck somebody out in one of my rounds for the win. I played against a True Draco player, and like sometimes you can't banish the Necroface from your hand because you like don't have an allure. So you can banish the Necroface that's either in your hand or your graveyard, and then you also get more banished cards. So it comes up once in a while. It gets sided out a lot, but it is useful. 1 Maxi.
The other God card.
Yeah, the real God card. I drew this 3 times. I actually lost once when I drew this. That was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, so 3 Twin Twister. Most people sometimes they have 0 traps, which is good with me. I'm chilling, but if the Spiral has usually the utility wire, like 1 utility wire, and Magicians have like Time Pendulum Graph. And so it's just very useful to, you know, get like attack for, you know, like without like conscious of mind that you might be interrupted. And then 3 Kaijus. I didn't play 3 Gamma Seal because this is a multiple of 400, right? So the difference between the 200 attack is basically nothing because you're always gaining by 400. So, and then sometimes you can also special summon this guy if you have both and, you know, do something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't play Dark Hole and Raigeki in the main because the monsters that disrupt me from doing my plan are like the Sleeper and the Masterpiece and the Dragon Buster. So these are really the only ways to kill those kind of monsters. So that's it for the main deck. 40 cards, 20 monsters, 20 spells, no traps. Yeah, so extra deck, very
Most important part.
Right,
Most important.
You gotta run your heroes
okay.
for your Miracle Fusion. Yeah.
Of course.
All 6.
These are all meta calls right here.
You got to make sure. You know, nothing more to say about these. This one's the best one, blows up their field. Then you got to run the Constellar Omega.
Of course.
Yeah, it's ultimate rare.
Staple.
Yeah, staple. Throwback to the wind-up format. Maybe you could search Equip Spell. I don't really know what this does. Another ultimate rare because it looks nice.
Because it's pretty.
Yeah. And then, you know, I mean, come on. It can't be destroyed by battle.
We need those wedge counters.
Yeah, what more do you want? Right? This, I mean, you say. And then some hidden arsenal cards. You know, those pesky light monsters. Gotta get around on it somehow. And Thought Ruler. You know, another staple. So let's go with the side deck. The side deck's pretty interesting. Sort of different than most side decks. So I played 3 Zaphion. I only sided against sometimes Magician and True Draco. I played 1 True Draco. And this is pretty good. I mean, if it gets off, it goes off, and you clear in the back row, right, which is important with this deck. You can also even side it against Magician, and even if they use their Time Pendulum Graph, this sends to the graveyard, so you get another draw, which is like pseudo draw, I guess. I sided 3 Soul Absorption. I didn't main this because, you know,
this is hilarious.
Right, I didn't want to, you know, like, it wasn't as good, right? Because Swift Scarecrow almost prevents more damage. Even if you gain like 5,000 life points with this, Swift Scarecrow still prevents more damage because, you know, decks these days are just attacking a lot.
Yeah.
But if I'm starting a match with like 1 minute left and we're going into time, or I'm playing against Trickstar, I would put these in.
I was gonna say, going into time, this is probably nasty.
And this is broken. You just activate the Desires, you gain 5,000, your opponent's like, oh crap, you know. So that's why it's there. 3 Prohibition. This card's very important in the side deck. I realized during the event that you can call Super Agent with this. That's pretty good against Spiral. But what I originally had it for was for Lightsworn decks or Infernoid decks or decks with Honest, because I can't Twin Twister those cards, and there's no way to, you know, stop them.
Yeah, so Trickstar can be problematic in that case.
So, but if I do this and call Honest or Fairy Tale Snow, they just can't, you know, they just can't use them, and then I can, you know, go for game that way. So very important, because you can't really win those matches. I mean, you can, like you saw in the feature, if you win fast enough. But yeah, so that's pretty important. 3 Lance. I thought this would be good. It wasn't as good as I hoped it would be. I was like, oh, maybe if I play against Paleo or something, I would need it. I might look for something in the future for this. I thought it would be better, but it wasn't that good. We got, of course, Dark Hole and Raigeki. For decks that don't need to be Kaiju, I just put these in instead. And then last card, D.D. Dynamite.
Of course.
Of course.
I was expecting at least one copy of this in here.
I couldn't. I never got to. I almost used it. I had it like banished from Gold Star because my opponent was at like 500. But it didn't get there. I actually normal summoned Max C to kill him that game.
I think that's more style.
That's more style. And yeah, so that's it. So we can talk about matchups really quick, if that's okay. So Spiral is difficult, I would say. You know, Tri-Gate Wizard is very hard to deal. I mean, it's not hard to deal with, but like once they have multiple stuff that you can't just get rid of all at once, it's tough to deal with. I think my Magician is definitely my hardest matchup. In fact, 2 of my losses in my tie came from Magicians. I played 3 Magicians. It's because they can make Omega and like have like 3 of them, and there's 3 of your cards are banished, and so that makes it really hard to win. Easy matchups, True Draco, it's so easy, right? Especially the Demise version, they can't kill you fast enough, and you can just draw your combo pieces and then kill them. And ABC is pretty easy as well, because they don't run back row usually, not that much back row. Like a lot of people had Evenly Matched, but that was just like a dead card because once the battle phase is over, they're dead. So it's chilling. Let's see. That's basically all. I didn't play any Trickstar or any other stuff. Oh, I played the Lightsworn, of course, in the mirror match. Or not in the mirror match, on stream. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. You guys should watch that if you get the chance.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah, that was a fun match. I just open broke in both games.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. So.
Cool.
It's it's a really fun deck, very cheap to put together if you want to give it out. I might play like cards like Mistaken Arrest or Card D just to draw some more cards. Maybe next time. But yeah, that's it. Can I do some shoutouts actually?
Yeah,
I have
go
lots
for it.
of shoutouts.
Go for it.
So I have to really thank the Choi family a lot. Like they're like the kind of people that like keep you in the game. Like when I was young, they would just loan me cards and stuff, take me to events. That was really fun. And for the rest of the people, we're just gonna read them off real fast.
All
We
right,
got Pablo,
go for it.
Carlos, John, Dario, Bailey, Brayson, and Raleigh, Zach, Sophie, Bree for watching my feature match, even though they had no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh is about. The UCI Yu-Gi-Oh Club, the Yu-Gi-Oh subreddit, and Zodiac Duelist, and of course Cimo for hosting me on his channel. So make sure that you guys like this video because like it just helps the community in general. This is not just for this video, but for like all videos, and I think that's important. So yeah, that's it.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, no
I think a
problem.
lot of people are going to enjoy seeing this, so I
Alright,
appreciate your
sweet,
time.
yeah, thanks.
Take care.